Hello, everybody from the World Wide Web. Welcome back to the Evening Reel, because what else would it besides for the Evening Reel? Anyway, I hope you guys have been having a good day. I've been having a rainy day. It's raining where I am, and so, you know, it's just been a little wet recently outside, nowhere else. But welcome, everybody. I actually meant to do Markiplier's intro and then I completely forgot. So here we are. As you can see from the title, we're gonna go do some void fishing because I desperately need to catch the void fish or the creature in, let's see, the radiant and alpha quality. So I thought it would be nice to spend today's broadcast sitting in complete darkness and fishing. But let me get this code because you guys are able to come fish with me. Um, so here's the lobby code for that, and I'm also going to chat in it because I forgot to do that last week. So not forgetting this time. And then I also wanted to add a little note for the people that join for where we are. So we're going to do like a little thing and write like a little note. Void fishing. Hope you guys. Oh, whoa! Why did it get so long? Hold on. That's not. Whoa! Put that away. Hold up. That's freaky. Okay. Void fishing. There we go. Should I write? Add like another little note. Void fishing. Uh, join. Air. Ha 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 ha. And wait. Hold on. You ready for this? Yeah. Okay, that kind of, does that look like it says the word dare? Hold on. Scratch it, hold on, and then, there we go. Join if you dare. I guess the A doesn't look like an A. Man, it's kind of hard to write with the chalk. Hold on. I got this. Flawless. Okay, now, now we just have to set up the rest of the stuff. So, in case, you have never been to the void before, don't know how to get there, I will show you how. So, kind of run it. Well, this is the version that I know. I'm not sure if there's like a newer version now on how to get to the void, but this is the one that I've been taught, so I just kind of do it. So you kind of just put, you have to angle yourself right where you can travel to this flag because you can place it a little far. That's why I did it at an angle. And then you go in, go to this little island, and then you walk out, and then boom shakalaka, you're in. Well, you're not in the void, but now you have to walk a little bit, and boom shakalaka, here we are. Now we are officially in the void, which I kind of like that there's like a this gradient going on. Before it used to just be like literal pure darkness. Oh, okay. Well, that is super awkward. I didn't avoid, but I accidentally ran too far. I forgot that was a thing. Okay. Let's go back. Let's do this properly this time. Jump in here, and then we'll set up like a little thing, you know, like a little scene for people to come and join. I don't really know where the limit is, so I'm just gonna throw some stuff down. Call it a day. Throw that down, and maybe even throw like a. Hold on. I'm making this a home, okay? This isn't a house. This will be a home for all of us. Oh. Okay, so this is how you place it here. Okay. And then put something like that. And then boom shakalaka, we got a whole little scene going on. Almost done. Put these down over here. I can't put them down because I already have different props. Well, that's okay. I'd rather have ambient. So, it's time to void fish. So, let's get real. I almost forgot my whole thing. Let's get real. So, yes, again, we're trying to get the creature or the void fish, and it is one of those rare fish. So, hoping we can catch it. And I also bought these portable bait stations, so I don't have to leave that often, and I can just sit here and fish, which is very nice because what else do you want to do except for void fish? So let's do that. And now we wait and hope that I somehow catch the radiant and alpha void fish that I need. Finish off my collection. So, anyway, today has been a little productive for me personally. Just been working on stuff, working on video, um, that I'm hoping to try and get out within the end of the week or sometime next week. I have realized how to edit this video, and I have more videos queued up that are similar to that, which I'm very excited for. It's just a lot of editing and like shortening down a lot of clips which I'm like not really used to, but I'm kind of figuring out my groove when I'm recording the footage itself on kind of how to in making editing easier for me. Not really sure how to describe that. But yeah, been doing a lot of that, and then I've been getting into different video games to talk about in a second. And so yeah, I've just been quite just literally chilling. Just been editing, trying to get some content out. Been playing the new Genshin event. If you are unaware, there is currently a new event going on in Genshin that dropped on Valentine's Day. It's called the Mikawa Flower Festival, and the event is in Inazuma, so it's over in my favorite region. And tomorrow will actually be the day that I officially play the full event because I wanted to wait until the full event dropped to do it all in one go. And if you're not aware, basically Genshin, when an event drops, there's like the mini games that go with the event, and then there's the overall story that also goes with the event. And when it comes to the story, there's like depending on the event, there are 3 to 4 different parts of the story, and each part drops like the next day. So part one would be on the release date, and then part two you wouldn't be able to play until the next day, and you kind of see the pattern, right? So the whole Inazuma event that dropped was not like the story was not fully released, and I wanted to make sure it was all out so I could do it in one go because I enjoy feeling immersed in the story. I don't like having breaks, so I didn't want to just play one part. I didn't want to play one part every day. I just wanted to wait for all of it to come out and then do it in one go because that is so much fun. And also, I love Raiden Shogun and Yai Miko, so of course I'm gonna want to see them for as long as I can. But I've already played through the first part of the festival, because you kind of had to figure out when the next parts were dropping. And so that was super fun. I had a blast, and I was literally speaking so much when I saw the Raiden Shogun on my screen and Yaimiko. So I'm definitely going to be making a silly video about that because like it is unreal how much I like these characters. Genuinely, I'd like start tweeting. It's so bad. And so, yeah, that event has been really fun. There are like 3 different mini games that you can play with the event, and they are so fun. Genuinely, I love all 3 of them. Um, like there's a cute little fox event where you play as like a little fox and you have to find fried tofu, and it's kind of like a vague platformer. Am I crazy? Why? Okay, I guess I'm crazy. I thought I was sitting here for so long and I wasn't catching anything. Like, am I doing something wrong? But where was I? Oh, I was talking about the mini games. So there's one mini game where you play as a little fox trying to find tofu. It's kind of like a platformer where you can switch between dream and nightmare mode, and it like when you switch, it will change the platforms depending on like what they are. And so that mini game was super fun. Oh, hello, hello. Welcome in. Hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the broadcast. It's good to see you. Hello, hello. Currently just discussing the new Genshin Impact event if you are a fan of Genshin Impact. Mostly just talking about the mini games going on as well, but glad you could make it. But yeah, Genshin Impact. Events are or not the events, the mini games are very fun. So you have that mini game where you play as a little fox that goes after fried tofu, and then there's another mini game where you kind of play like a game of tennis and you just hit a ball back and forth or something. And that was really fun and very simplistic. And then the third game, I'm not too sure how to describe this. You it's like I really don't. I can't even think of a game that's like similar to describe this game. Um, Basically, you'll move and then something will follow your exact movement, so you have to do specific moves to like get across platforms or something. Anyway, they're all very, very fun games, and I had a blast playing all three of them. So I'm excited to play the rest of the levels tomorrow and just play the rest of the event in general and meet the new character, Yume Mizuki, because she just got released in Genshin, and low key, I really like her. Genuinely, I really liked her when they did her drip marketing because I thought her design was really cool, and also, Zuma characters play, so they stay serving. I don't make the rules here. um, Never gotten to Genshin, but the event does sound fun. Yes, I've been enjoying it thoroughly. And it's also covering a lot of lore about my favorite character, Raiden Shogun. So I've been waiting so long for more crumbs of this character because all you get about her lore is like the main quest in the game and then a story quest where you learn more about her, and then that was it. I never really saw her ever again. Um, she showed up in future events and whatnot, but um, there's just not much, and so I've been speaking. I've been on Twitter and like just seeing so much of Raiden Shogun and Guy Miko on my timeline because that's like my entire Twitter feed right now. Has just been that, and then a lot of Zenless Zone Zero. If you guys are a fan of that, it's a lot of Astra and Evelyn as well. So I have a lot of Yuri on my timeline, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Also, I was considering adding background music, like using video game music, to liven or the broadcast, but now that I'm fishing in the void, I feel like it's only fitting to have eerie, creepy silence, no? Just like all you get are the sound effects of the game. I feel like that's quite fitting, no? Because we're fishing in the void. I've considered. I'll think about it. It's one of those things where I've wanted to add music into the background of this broadcast, but I've been worried about like copyright things and like how that all works. So that's why I haven't really implemented any other music besides for like the web fishing background music because I'm scared I'm gonna get like copyright and then like sued or something for like using the music. So like, oh wait, okay. I think I accidentally bumped my volume knob on my little mixer that my microphone is plugged into, which is why I sounded a little more quiet than I normally do. But I'm okay. So sorry if I got really loud all of a sudden. That did not mean to happen. Um, Maybe ominous music for void fishing? Ooh, okay, okay, you're cooking. I was considering, um, using Subnautica music. Cause okay, I've never played Subnautica. I've seen a friend play it. And I know that's like creepy, freaky music, no? Hold on. I could just play the whole Subnautica OST. Hmm. Thinking thoughts. I'm thinking thoughts by looking through OST stuff. Give me a second. Hmm. What other ominous fishing games? Subnautica. Could just do it for fun. Hold up. Okay. You've convinced me. You've convinced me. Yes, or Minecraft. Oh my god. Wait. Do you think? Hold on. You might be cooking with that. You might be cooking with that. Give me a second. Give me a second. Hold on. Um, I like that you can hear my keyboard. um, oh my god, this is perfect. Wait. Okay, good. I found it. I figured it out. I figured it out. Give me a second. Give me a second. Guys, y'all are gonna love this. Hold on. Uh, okay. The only thing is that as of right now, the audio might be way louder than I think it is, so I apologize right now if it ends up being super duper loud, because okay, let's do that, and then play that, and then, alright, let's see. You're gonna have to let me know the, what the, what the sounds, sorry, how loud it is. Let's just keep it at that. Let me know if I need to lower the volume or make it louder. Uh, I will not spoil yet what I'm playing, but I'm sure you guys can figure it out. So I'll just let it play in the background, you know, every now and then. Thank you for the idea. That was really smart. Um, so yeah, we're mostly just fishing in the void, and now we have ominous fun music in the background. Because it's not even music; it's just sound effects. But where was I gonna go with this? I was gonna say I've been getting into Minecraft a little because I got into this one Minecraft mod pack, but then I kind of fell off a little because the mod pack was a little too intensive for me. I've been really interested in getting into the create mod. If you've seen that for Minecraft, basically it's just a way to no freaking way. I got the fish that I needed. Hold up. That was goated. Sick. Okay, great. This is literally what I needed to during today's broadcast is this fish, and we got it in radiance. So now I just need to catch it in alpha quality, which might be a little difficult, but we can only hope. So we'll just keep on fishing. Okay, but one out of the two qualities that we need. What was I talking about before? I got a little distracted with that fish. Something about Minecraft mods. Ah, yes, the create mod. Basically, the create mod in Minecraft is a way to automate a lot of things, and you can kind of just make factories in Minecraft. You can make trains, you can make automation factories to help you craft whatever you want, like all of this stuff that I've never messed with before. And I wanted to get into it, but I'm not gonna lie, it's like a huge learning curve, and I'm a little too lazy to figure it all out. Some there are some like Minecraft mod packs or games that are like so thinking heavy and like having to read through the wiki to figure out stuff that I don't end up playing the game because it's like so much thinking. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm like I just want to play a cool game where I don't have to think much, but then I have to think about like everything, and I'm like, whoa, 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 like hold on. That's why I'm not good at like right. That's why I'm not good at like a lot of strategy games. Like I have to be in a very, very specific mood to want to play a strategy game. Like for example, Fire Emblem. I remember trying to get into that at some point, but I had to think so tactically about where my units were going, or Baldur's Gate. This was a big issue for me with Baldur's Gate because I love that game. Like, it's a good game, but for the life of me, like, it was so much thinking. It also didn't help that I don't have, like, uh, a base knowledge of Baldur's Gate and like D&D related things because I know that Baldur's Gate kind of takes D&D inspiration. It's not obviously D&D, but you know, it has the dice rolls and all of the different classes and races and spells and whatever. And so yeah, there's just so much thinking with Baldur's Gate that I was like I can't do this. And I'm like pretty sure I spent like $60 and I only have like 5 hours on the game. Oh. Wow, that was really cool. Loki kind of scared me, but like also it didn't. I just kind of forgot that I put that on in the background. Um, anyway, I was going to go check how many hours I have on Baldur's Gate because I want to figure that out. All right, Baldur's Gate 3. I have 9.8 hours in Baldur's Gate, and all of those hours are probably me playing with my friends. 2 of those hours are probably me designing my character, not even playing the game and just doing the character customization. And so yeah, the thinking games, tactical games like that are not it for me. However, a game that I've been getting back into, if you guys have heard of the game called Terraria before, I've been getting into that game very heavily these past few days. I randomly had like motivation where I was like, I finally want to play Terraria again. And if you haven't heard of Terraria, it's a 2D survival game. I would say it's air quote like Minecraft, but it's really not. It genuinely isn't anymore. And I've been enjoying Terraria as of late because I didn't realize just how much there is in the game of Terraria. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it genuinely feels like there's a point in the Terraria gameplay where it's like a learning curve of what you need to like figure out and learn. Um, and I kind of always got stuck at that part where I just couldn't really figure out what I needed to do next, so I kept giving up. But I'm determined this time around to finally sit my butt down and play through Terraria and beat the final boss in the game because I've never beaten him before. I think the final boss in the game, his name is Moon Lord. He's like a crazy entity that like the fight looks really cool. Um, and so that's the final boss. His name is Moon Lord. I've never beat him. The only boss like the bosses I've beat before are like the mechanical bosses and stuff. So yeah, I have like 500 hours in Terraria, but I've never actually beaten the game since the update came out because I played Terraria back whenever it first came out in like 2011, 2012, and back then the last boss in the game was called the Wall of Flesh, and that was like the only boss that I had killed up until that point. And then I completely fell off Terraria, and then they did a massive update that I could not wrap my mind around, period. So yeah, been getting into that, and it's not really like strategy thinking. I would say it's just a lot of figuring out what you need to do because I wouldn't say Terraria is very intuitive. Yeah, no, I fully understand that. Yeah, if there's too much to learn or explore, yeah, sometimes it's hard to like figure out what you need to do and like there's just too much. And there's too many choices. And you're like, "Wait, what do I do?" And then you have to like learn all of the terms and stuff. Yeah, it's really interesting. I think the only reason that I've been getting into Terraria like more and not getting overstimulated by what I have to learn is because I've been consuming a lot of Terraria content that's like slowly getting filtered in my brain where I'm slowly understanding how the game works. So I'm like, "Oh, this is fine." Though I'm not going to lie, in Terraria, there's a pre-hard mode, and then you beat the wall of flesh, and it turns into hard mode. And hard mode is what the name implies. The game gets really, really hard. And that's when I get overstimulated because there's so much happening and you need so many specific tools and you're like, what what do I do? There's like monsters left and right, like trying to beat me up. Like, hello? And that definitely can get a little overstimulating. Um, I think I felt a similar way originally about Breath of the Wild. Even though there's not really a lot to learn, there was just a lot to explore. The same thing kind of went with Genshin, except over time, because it was such an open world game, I started falling in love with the exploration, because it was kind of that thing where I felt so immersed in the world that it kind of felt like I was the character in the game. So the more I explored, the more I was like, oh my god, like this is such like cool like world design and stuff like that. And so over time, I started to enjoy the exploration, though sometimes that stuff can get tedious. Like in Tears of the Kingdom, fun fact, I've played Tears of the Kingdom. I have not actually beaten the game. I am right before the like Ganon boss fight to beat the game, and I just never did it. Mostly because I wanted to explore the underground section that I'm forgetting the name of in Tears of the Kingdom. But that underground section, I is it called the Chasm? I don't remember. Anyway, that underground section, I wanted to fully explore it and have like my whole map filled out, except I just got so lazy in exploring that I just gave up and I just haven't played the game since. Though I really need to because I really want to know the rest of the story because of what happens in Tears of the Kingdom and with Zelda and everything. So I really want to know, but I'm just too lazy to explore all of the darkness and whatever, and so I simply just haven't, and then I moved on. However, the same could not be said about Genshin. I've love Genshin exploration. It's genuinely a lot of fun, and I guess the difference is that there are different regions with like different what's the word biomes? That's not really the word that I'm looking for, but I hope that gives you an idea. But it like they all have different biomes and stuff that you can explore that every region feels really unique in its world structure and everything. And so I really like doing that. Uh, but yeah, with Terraria, there is a lot to learn, especially once you hit hard mode and it's crazy. Like if you try playing Terraria at first, pre-hard mode, it's kind of like everything is a little bit straightforward because you just have to gear up to fight certain bosses, not in a specific order, but you have to fight the bosses, and then you just gear up more, and then you fight the biggest boss, and then you go into hard mode. Hard mode, everything just is so chaotic. You have to have the Terraria wiki open, probably like 24/7. That's what I do while I play Terraria, because I'm so lost all the time. I had to like research like every single thing that I'm finding, and I'm like, oh god, like what do I do? Um, and currently in my Terraria world, I'm trying to. Holy balls, that scared the balls out of me. This was the worst idea that I've had because I keep forgetting this is in the background. One of these noises is absolutely going to freak me out, and it's going to be so bad, but it'll be really funny at the same time. Um, anyway, um, the thing that I'm currently doing in my Terraria world as of right now is trying to dig giant tunnels around certain biomes because when you unlock hard mode, those biomes will start spreading really, really fast. And so if you don't do anything about it, they can kind of take over your whole world and then it becomes a bigger pain later on in the game. So I'm trying to do prevention measures now so that doesn't happen later because that has been the reason why I've stopped playing on like 2 or 3 Terraria worlds because I'll unlock hard mode and then the biomes will start spreading and I get extremely stressed out. So that's what I've been doing. I quite literally yesterday I was playing Terraria and I think I was digging a tunnel for probably like 4 to 5 hours straight. But I was having a blast doing it regardless because I that was super fun. Don't ask how digging a tunnel for 4 hours straight could be fun. I just put on a really long video in the background and just zoned out because what else do you do when you're doing a big project? Also, another reason I've been getting back into Terraria is for the building aspect of it. Since Terraria is a 2D game, uh, you mainly have like backgrounds and walls that you can kind of like use. And anyway, the the amount of detail you can put into Terraria building is very impressive, and so that has got me very interested in getting into Terraria again, and like wanting to build a lot. Because the last time I played Terraria, I kind of got into building. Because with Terraria, there is an expansive array of blocks that you can turn into backgrounds, and there's just a whole palette that you can use and build literally whatever you want into Terraria. It's crazy. And so I've been doing a lot of that. Been doing a lot of research to figure out how to build better. And so, yeah, it's been a lot of fun besides for that. I'm very motivated for some reason to just play Terraria. I've also been tempted to stream Terraria over on Twitch whenever I feel like I would want to do that for some reason. Don't know if I ever will, but the idea is there. However, I normally play Terraria after like 11 p.m. until like 2 a.m. So I don't think that's like the best time to stream, but it's been a very fun game overall, and I do really enjoy the game. Um, However, again, it is not for the faint of heart. I won't lie. There is a big learning curve to Terraria. It's kind of like chess, or that's how chess felt like to me. If you have tried getting into chess, it's kind of that thing where at first it seems kind of easy because you kind of just need to learn how the pieces move and like what each piece does and like how their movement patterns and whatnot. And then you learn that you're like, great, now I know the basics. And then you kind of start having to learn openers because like there are certain openers like the Queen's Gambit that can be really good if you're playing against an opponent who doesn't know how to play chess and stuff like that. So you start learning the opener, start learning little strategies for the mid game, and then you hit the roadblock where you really have to sit and think, do I really commit the next 5 months of my life to learn chess, or do I move on from my chess obsession? Whoa. Okay? I was talking about chess. Didn't need that ominous music going on, okay? Like, what? Also, I have no idea how loud this is for you guys, and I think it'd be even funnier if this is just really, really loud for you guys. No clue if it is. Anyway, back to the chess analogy. So, you sit and think to yourself, do I dedicate the next 5 months of my life to learning chess and how to learn every opener, every strategy for the mid game and the closing, and how to do specific, like, strategies to capture pieces? And then you think, it's really not worth it because it's chess, and when am I ever going to really play competitive chess like this? And then you give up chess. And this may or may not be a personal experience, because this is what I went through 2 years ago in the winter. um, so yeah, there's like a steep learning curve to chess. I won't lie, or that's how it felt like to me. Oh, it's not too loud. Okay, good, good, good. Is it like too quiet where you can't really hear it, or is it just like it's just like perfect? Sorry, I've never been good at mixing sounds for some reason. It also doesn't happen that these are just random noises that will play occasionally, so you definitely, hey, I'm glad it, because there's just a lot to it. I guess, because again, I did try to learn chess. I know the basics. We can hear it, but it should go down a little. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the feedback. Um, but yeah, I did go through a chess phase like 2 years ago, and I won't lie, I still remember a little bit about chess. Like, if you asked to play a game, I would be able to play you in chess. However, I'm not good at chess. I barely remember the opening that I used to do. It was called the red eye opening. If I start as white, anyway. Specifically, if I start as white, I would always do the red eye opening, which is starting off with your knight. Anyway, I'd be able to play you in chess. However, I'm not really that good at chess, and I'll probably make a lot of like stupid moves and stuff because I don't really think like 5 steps ahead like you're supposed to in chess. Because that's like the whole thing in chess is you kind of learn specific patterns and stuff, and I don't know. It's just so much. I learned how the pieces move, and that's about as far as I got. No, you're so real for that. I I just got so motivated for some reason to like wanting to learn chess. Cause if I'm remembering this timeline correctly, I think 2 years ago is kind of when chess became really, really big on YouTube for some reason. This might have been around when Ludwig did his chess boxing event, which, in case you don't know what chess boxing is, it is in the name. You play a round of chess, and then you do a round of boxing after, and then you repeat that like 3 times until there's a winner, or like there's a winner in chess, or you get KO'd in boxing. um, and so because of that, that's when I got into chess, and I started like I went on chess.com. I was so dedicated to learning chess. I got a chess.com membership so I could like review my performances and like do practices and like whatever. Like, I was on the grind to learning chess. And then I hit that slope where I was like, wow, if I actually want to learn more chess and if I were to really get into it, like, I have to study, and I didn't want to do that, so I gave up, and I haven't looked back since. But sometimes I have those moments where I'm like, man, I should get back into chess, and I'm like, no, bro, no, do not do that. Like, for the love of God. But chess, low key, like, I did really enjoy it back when I was learning it, and now I have a chess set. And sometimes, like, if I'm bored, I don't know what to do, I'll play a game of chess, or it's like if I have some downtime, um, for a little bit, like if I'm hanging out with friends and like there's a little bit of downtime, I'll get on chess.com, do a few chess puzzles because those are really fun, and I like kind of being dubbed as the chess guy with my friends, even though like they don't really know me for chess, but it's one of those like when chess is mentioned, I'm like, hey, hey, I know that. Like, did you see that move? This is that, and it's like, I use it as if I actually know how to play chess, but I don't. I just get excited when I get to like use my vague chess knowledge, because like There's not that many instances to do that. But I am one of the jack of all trades. I know a lot about a lot of different things, but I'm not good at any of it. I just know. I think the only thing that I could confidently say that I'm good at is playing Minecraft, and that's it. That is the only skill or game that I'd be like, if I could call myself a pro, I'm it's about Minecraft. I'm a pro at Minecraft. My toxic trait is thinking that if I got invited to Minecraft championships, that I would destroy the competition. That like I would be so good at Minecraft champions. And it's mostly just from all of like me playing different Minecraft mini games back in the day and stuff. And so it's genuinely such a thought that I had. And then this happened back in like 2020 when Dream was more popular, and popular for being the Minecraft Manhunt YouTuber and not popular for beefing with a 20-year-old. And so back when Dream was posting Minecraft Manhunts, I literally had like the whole toxic trait of thinking that if I were to be one of the hunters in Dream's videos, that I would absolutely destroy him, and that Dream wouldn't be able to like win because that's how good I think my Minecraft skills are. However, comma, they have gotten quite rusty, or at least my PvP skills, because like I don't really mess with the new PvP system nowadays. So, oh nuts! Hold on, we're gonna have to get more bait because I need a specific bait. Uh, oh nuts! You're kidding. Hold on. Um, take away the therapy seed. No more therapy. No more therapy for anybody. Alright, cool. I needed more of that gold bait, or the gilded worm bait, so I can get alpha quality fish. Alright, back to fishing. So yeah, that's my toxic trait. The only game I'm good at is Minecraft. Every other game is like mid, I would say, where I'm just like kind of either average, or if I like dedicate my life to it, then I could be like above average. I don't think there's I think Minecraft and Valorant are the only two games I've ever considered wanting to go pro. That's a lie. Add Osu into that mix. I completely forgot. I genuinely had a period of my life where I wanted to become an Osu pro. Don't ask how I would do that. Okay, I don't know either. But Valorant, Minecraft, and Osu were the three games that I was like, dude, you know what? Like, maybe I could see myself dedicating my life to becoming like a professional gamer for these games. And then I fell off Minecraft, also fell off Osu, and completely just have not played Valorant, period. I've been watching the like VCT season, but I have not played it personally. I've been playing a lot more Marvel Rivals, if any of you guys play that. I've been playing that a lot more. Which has been fun. I've been playing a lot of support in Marvel Rivals. I think her name is Cloak and Dagger. I've been playing a lot of them because they're two characters. I was gonna say her, but that's not. Anyway, I've been playing Cloak and Dagger, and I really like them. I also really wanted to try out Luna Snow, but her kit confuses the hell out of me, so I haven't really been able to figure that out. Um, and there's a third support that I'll play. What's her name? Mantis. I'll play Mantis here and there, and she's really fun. I really like that in Marvel Rivals, the supports can still do damage, and like you don't have to heal most of the time. Like in Overwatch, if you play support, you are basically only healing or doing some support related thing. Like the supports in Overwatch aren't really built to uh damage people besides for maybe like Kiriko and a few others. But like in original Overwatch, when the game was first released, like the support were not designed to like do a lot of damage. But in Marvel Rivals, that is not the case, and a lot of the characters' kits are built both around being able to still do damage, but also healing. Like Jeff the Shark, he can still heal, but he has a nice right click ability to still attack people when he needs. And like, I love that. I genuinely enjoy that, and it still feels like I'm doing a lot. It feels like I'm doing a lot for my team, which is freaking awesome because I love feeling like I. Oh, it's just another. Okay, it's another Radiant. I thought it was alpha quality. Okay, dub. I'll take it though. I won't. I'm not gonna be picky about that. But yeah, Marvel Rivals has been a lot of fun, and I've been playing a little bit of competitive Marvel Rivals. However, I did start in Bronze 3. I've gotten to Bronze 2 now. And I haven't played Marvel Rivals since. I mostly play with my friends. I don't really ever solo queue Marvel Rivals, even though I feel surprisingly comfortable to solo queue it. I just haven't. Also, I still don't know a lot of the like superhero names in Marvel Rivals. So I'll be playing with my friends and then they'll like call out someone and I'm like, I don't know who we're talking about. Like I don't know what his name is, but he kind of looks like Poseidon, or he's like a fish, and his ultimate is like this giant whale jumping out of nowhere. And it's like I don't know his name, and then my friends will do some call out talking about that guy, and I'm like, I don't know who he is. I just know that he has a giant whale. And so sometimes my friends will just have to describe the character to me, or like tell me what they're doing, like they're shooting me, like kill them, and then that's like all I know. I literally do not know a lot of the superhero names besides for like Venom and like Spider-Man. I'm like, I don't know the Fantastic Four, I don't know any of these people, I don't know the Hulk. Well, I know about the Hulk, but yeah, I just play Marvel Rivals for the fun game. I don't play it for knowing the lore because I don't know any of it. It's not the only lore I know is unfortunately an extreme amount of Dream SMP lore and Warrior Cats and Danganronpa. Uh yes, I was in fact a Dream SMP fan back in 2020. I watched all the way up to Tommy's Exile arc, and that's kind of when I fell off of the Dream SMP. And if you genuinely asked me to tell you the whole history of the Dream SMP, of like what happened with L'Manberg, I could probably give you a rough estimate of what happened. Give or take, some events might be out of order, but I remember a good amount of that lore. If you now if you asked me to tell you the whole history of the first Warrior Cat series up until I forgot what it was called. Anyway, if you asked me to recite the whole Warrior Cat history up until Dawn of the Clans, I would be able to tell you what happened. I genuinely know that lore like the back of my hand for some reason. Then again, I read the book series like 6 times. No shame here because me too, but I started watching after the exile. Oh, see, okay, I'm glad that you relate to the Dream SMP in watching it. I kind of stuck around. This is what ended up happening after the exile happened and after the downfall of L'Manberg. It felt like the Dream SMP didn't have a cohesive story where all of the players had a role. It felt like after that exile, everybody in the Dream SMP had their own like character arc, and that's kind of where I fell off because there were too many perspectives that I had to pay attention to like understand what was happening that I ended up not watching. I think the only perspective I tuned in to was Technoblade because I love Technoblade. He was so freaking awesome. love him so much. And then I really liked Ranboo back in the day as well. Um, and so yeah, I don't really remember a lot of what happened after the exile. All I know is that like Tommy got exiled, and then he got like banished to an island where Dream would constantly blow up his items, and I don't even know how he came back. And then I know Dream went to prison, and then Quackity opened Las Nevadas. And then I think the only lore thing that Technoblade got to was setting up the Syndicate base, and then obviously he passed away, so never got to finish the Syndicate lore, but that was super freaking cool. And then trying to remember, I watched Quackity and Tommy sometimes. Ooh, I never watched Quackity that much. I wish I did. I started watching Tommy's perspective when I first got into the Dream SMP, because I didn't I didn't like Tommy back then because he was 16, immature, really loud, and annoying. I only watched him because in my head he was kind of like, okay, let's calm down. In my head, he was kind of the main character of the Dream SMP, so I watched his perspective because a lot of the lore stuff kind of just happened to him. Him and Tubbo both. I would watch both of them. I actually really, really like Tubbo. Um, and so yeah, I watched both of those, and then after the Lamanber got blown up by Wilbur, that's kind of when whenever Techno got introduced into the lore, that's when I started watching Techno a lot. Or his perspective, I mean. I was already a fan of Technoblade before the Dream SMP. And yeah, that was who I watched. And it's really unfortunate. I really like Wilbur Soot's character in the Dream SMP. Like, him and Techno's characters were like my favorite characters from how weirdly complex both of them were. And then Wilbur in real life isn't cool, but his character, I still really, really liked his character. I'm not gonna lie, Dream low key pissed me off the entire SMP. um, and so I always had weird vibes about Dream, like whenever I first got into him. I'm not going. I don't mean to try and sound like that person that's like, oh, I've always knew he's a bad person, because I didn't know. I just thought he was a cool Minecraft Manhunt person. Like, I liked his Minecraft Manhunts, but there was something about his personality that rubbed me the wrong way, and yet I couldn't see that for Wilbur. Um, but yeah, it's one of those unfortunate things of like still liking something, but then like having to acknowledge that the creator of said thing isn't cool. Like, I won't lie, I've been getting back into Lovejoy music because I genuinely love their music. Like, I won't lie, even though Wilbur has done terrible things, he is an amazing songwriter, genuinely. Um, and I'll watch a lot of the Lovejoy songs re-uploaded, so I'm not listening to them on Spotify. Not like that would really make a difference, but I really like Lovejoy. There's something about their energy I'm like I enjoy a lot, and I haven't really found a band that's similar to them. So I just sometimes I'll just go and listen to them, but I'm very aware of everything that happened, obviously. Um, and so yeah, what did you have any favorite moment in the Dream SMP for you personally? I'm trying to think of mine, but then again, a lot of my favorite Dream SMP moments kind of just was with Technoblade because bro, being an English major, was spitting some straight bars sometime, and like, oh my god, English major, like, where did you come from? But yeah, genuinely, I won't lie, the Dream SMP was really, really good. If we just think of it as like the story itself, that was banging. I won't lie. And now here we are. No Dream SMP. The closest thing is Hermitcraft. but like they don't role play. They are just really cool and chilling. I actually really like Hermitcraft. Um, I used to watch them a lot. I used to watch Grian and Mumbo a lot with Hermitcraft. Sometimes I'm just like confused how people build stuff in Minecraft and they just build such big like houses and whatnot. And I'm like, how do you just do that? Like, how did you just build that? Also, all in survival? Hello? Like, huh? I've had like so many ideas of stuff that I've wanted to build before, but yet I just don't. It's so big. Um, anyway, from Tommy, I enjoyed his whole music disc thing, and I enjoyed how he's closed it. That was really, really good. I kind of forgot about that disc thing, but that was goated. You are so right about that. I I think I was quite literally there live for whenever it closed out. Like when him and Tubbo like went to go find Dream and they had that crazy fight, and then Dream brought them to his like weird bunker or something where he kept all the secret items, and then uh everybody came from the nether portal to like beat up Dream or something, and I was like, dude, that's sick. And then the kicker, them listening to the music disc staring out on that bench, yeah, you're so right. I'm surprised that I remembered that. I also got a flashback to that one fight that Tubbo and Tommy had. I'm not really sure when this happened in the lore. Um, I mean, this was they were fighting over the discs, and I remember Tommy saying, "Oh shoot, what did Tommy say?" Oh, he said the discs were worth more than you ever were. That sometimes that quote randomly like plays in my head, cuz like that scene was so dramatic, but like in a good way. Like it was good drama. And I remember watching that clip over and over being like, "Holy shit, like I can't believe Tommy said that." And like that was such a shocking moment to me personally, in the lore with their whole disc arc. And yeah, that was really good. Um, that was really fun, and I really wow. I wonder what other subplots I'm forgetting that happened in the Dream SMP, because I, honest to God, completely forgot that happened. To an extent, but yeah, no, that was super cool, and the Dream SMP was low-key peak for 2020, being stuck inside in COVID and having nothing to do except watch a stupid Minecraft roleplay. Do you remember any of the egg lore? Oh, ah, okay, not really. I wasn't. Okay, this is. I'm not the biggest fan of Bad Boy Halo, so I never really got into it. The only stuff that I know kind of had to do with Hannah XX Rose, because I liked her, and so I watched her a lot. And I know on some of her streams that she ended up getting like inducted into like the egg stuff, where she like started acting strange. I know there was some dinner with the egg where like Bad Boy Halo invited people to like host a dinner and something. And I know the egg was like kind of alive and would like randomly talk to Bad Boy Halo, I think. But besides for that, I don't really know what actually happened. I know bits and pieces. You kind of fell off during that time. That's fair. I When was the egg? Wasn't this kind of alongside with like the prison arc and like Tommy and the discs and Dream going to prison? I don't remember. There was like so much happening. Um, but yeah, I the only stuff that I know about the egg just has to do with Hannah XX Rose, cuz dude, she's goated. I love Hannah XX Rose. Um, she was really cool and fun to watch, and she was also a really good Bed Wars player, and like, I genuinely enjoyed like watching Hannah, um, and watching her role play, because sometimes it's like one of those funny things where you can kind of tell it's like their first time role playing and trying to get into it. And that's kind of how it felt like with Hannah for certain like lore live streams where like she wasn't fully into it, but it was more out of like not having done it before, and you're like, what do I do? Um, those Minecraft role plays seem really fun. Sometimes I wonder if I would be good at them, because I have like a vague theater kid background. I wasn't like a theater kid, but I did it. um, I did do something similar a few years ago, back when I would stream on Twitch. I was a part of this SMP called Countdown SMP, where basically we had 3 months to play on this modded Minecraft server, and um, like every few weeks something would happen, and we'd have to like survive through it, and we could create our own lore and whatever, and stuff like that. I ended up making like a little cinematic short for it. It's not up on my channel anymore. I think it's private. It's a privated video. Um, but I was like, I low key dig it. However, I'm a little too introverted at the same time to like be a part of SMPs to roleplay. You know what I mean? Like I feel weird if I walk up to people and I'm like, "Hey, let's do this lore stuff." So I never really got to like get into the actual role play of it because I was too introverted and shy to ask people to participate in lore. But I had a little taste of what it could have been had I put myself more out there. But um, I haven't always thought about hosting my own though. I feel like I would be a better host than being a player, I guess. Yeah, they always seem like so much fun. I don't know. If you ever got into this, but there used to be like GTA roleplay. I guess it's still popular, but I used to get into that a lot, and I really, really wanted to join one of those GTA roleplay servers, but I never did. But yeah, they're very fun, and Countdown SMP, I did have a good time. I had a really nice base that I was really, really proud of. I'm gonna flex this right now, though I'll probably make a video of it in the future. But in Minecraft, there's a mod called Chisels and Bits, where you can place individual pixels rather than like the full block. So you can make like mini sculptures and stuff around, right? And I had this idea randomly when I built my dining room in my house that I wanted to have a painting of, shoot, what's it called? How am I forgetting what this is called? It's literally the most. It's not like the famous painting, but a it is a famous painting, and I'm mad that I'm forgetting the name of it. Hold on. Um, ah, I wanted um the painting, The Last Supper, to be in my dining room. So I used chisels and bits to recreate the painting in Minecraft, and that has probably been one of my favorite buildings I've ever done. Because it took me so damn long, but it was so freaking worth it. And overall, I did just really enjoy that build because I love chisels and bits. I love adding really small details to stuff, um, and whatnot. Anyway, where was I? You know, before how I mentioned I think I'd be a better host than a player? It's kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like I'd be a good dungeon master rather than like a player. I mean, I'd still have fun as a player, but I enjoy creating stuff on the fly and like doing creative things that like a dungeon master would do, you know? Um and also writing a story is like really fun. Um Speaking of stories, though this won't happen, I've been getting into writing recently. Um, I've always been I've always had a hobby in writing, some could say, where I'll just write little concepts here and there. Sometimes there'll be concepts about Genshin ships that I like because, duh, they're Genshin ships. Sorry, I like Genshin ships. And so I'll write little concepts about that. I don't think I would ever get into publishing any of my work, but writing is pretty fun. I didn't really like no, I guess until now, and now sometimes I'll just sit down and I'll just write a little thing or two. And it's quite fun to create stories like that. Which is why, again, I think I would be a good dungeon master because I like to create a lot of stories and plot lines and twists and turns. However, I think I would be a bad dungeon master because I focus on the details of stuff way more than I should. And that's on being a Virgo. I'm joking, but like, I'm not. um, so yeah, I would like to say that I'm a creative person, you know? So I just be creating stuff like in Terraria because I have a lot of stuff that I want to build in Terraria. Um, I want to build little villages, and I even had this cool idea to build like a crazy spaceship, um, and like build the planets in Terraria because I think that would be dope. Um, will I ever get to it? The hope is that I would. um, but who knows how long my motivation will last. Maybe this will end up being one of those, instead of the 2 week Minecraft phase, this is my 2 week Terraria phase. And so for the next 2 weeks I'm gonna somehow log 500 hours into Terraria and then just fall off and never touch Terraria ever again. Or who knows, I get massively obsessed with it and then all I end up doing is playing Terraria. No more Genshin, no more Zenless, just Terraria. I'm joking. I can't give up Zenless or Genshin. Well, I could I could maybe give up Genshin. I can't give up Zenless though. I won't lie. Um I have been kind of falling off on my Genshin dailies recently. I used to be really good about doing them every day because they're like easy, but recently I've been like, nah, I don't want to do them. I'll still do my Zenless dailies though, because I still have my streak of playing every day since the release date, and I'm not ruining that streak. Period. Like, I'm so serious about not losing my Zenless streak that I have like emergency contacts of who to call if like I know that I won't be able to log in that day to like get someone else to log on for me just so I've logged in on that day. So I got the emergency contacts. That's how serious I am about the about my Zenless streak. And so I haven't lost it yet and I'm very happy about that. And the day that I do lose it is the day that I fall off the face of the earth, I guess, because who will I be if not for my Zenless streak? And I don't think I've had a game that I've been like this dedicated to of like making sure, because like even when I was back in like playing Genshin, I think the whole thing is the fact that I started playing Zenless on the release date, and so it's like I think I would feel the same way about Genshin if I had started playing Genshin on the release date, which I did not. So I don't care about a streak that I didn't have in the first place. um, but Zenless, I'm like, yes, yes, and I've currently been farming, or I've currently been trying to save my primos so I can wish for Evelyn, who's currently on the Zenless banner right now. I have yet to get her, and I'm low key a little bit worried that I might not end up getting her. But I do really want her because I have Astra, um, and I like them. So I really want to get Evelyn, but I'm a tad bit worried. Oh, and Zenless came out with a new fishing event. which is very exciting, which I have yet to play, but I'm looking forward to playing that event soon because I love fishing. Obviously, if you couldn't tell, I'm a big fan of fishing. So I'm very hyped for the fishing event. Yeah, right? It's peak. I I like I had no idea that they were gonna do it, and then I saw like the leaks for it, and I was like, "Oh my god, no freaking way! We're gonna be able to fish in Zenless." I I would hope that they would implement this feature to just be permanent. Like I would love a fishing feature to be permanent in Zenless, but having an event for fishing is like this is all that I need. Really, I'm not even mad about it. At least I can fish in Zenless, and that's all I need. Like wrap it up, call it a day. I do really like the Zenless events that they have because they're all very fun and different in their own way, and it's just really nice to have a variety of different like mini games and stuff. Um, and yeah, I don't even know what the fishing event will be like, but all I know is I really need to play that. I also really need to play the last event that Zenless released, which was basically Fall Guys. And so I really need to play that Fall Guys event. I just literally keep forgetting, and I made that Zenless video, and then I got completely burnt out on wanting to play Zenless. Um, what's my opinion on fishing IRL? I think personally for me, I think it's boring because I don't have the patience to fish in real life because I'm just like standing there. Unless I like, I don't know, go fish in a specific place where I know I'm gonna catch a fish every few minutes or something. Um, but personally, fishing IRL, not for me. My dad goes fishing, or he used to do like, my dad used to have like a yearly fishing trip with like his dad and brothers where they would like leave for a few days and like just go fish off a coast or something. Also, welcome in. Good to see you. Fish. Yes, yes, I agree, I agree. Um, you think it'd be nice with some friends? That's fair. Like fishing with the homies, cracking open a cold one and fishing, that would be fun. Um, if I'm by myself, though, obviously, yeah, I'm not going to enjoy IRL fishing. Um, not as rewarding as online fishing for sure. Yes, yes. I agree so heavily with that. Um, I think I could find fishing IRL like rewarding, but again, like as you said, yeah, online fishing it's like there's some weird dopamine and also I'm not having to leave the house. So, I can just fish here and have a good time rather than IRL fishing you have to like wake up and go travel to a whole place depending on the place and like on the plans too because like what if you want to camp and fish then you have to like go set up the whole tent thing or like whatever anyway I'm overthinking this um but yeah, I used to do a little bit of IRL fishing when I was like a kid, but I was a kid and I didn't really know what fishing was, so it was what it was. And yeah, I enjoy fishing. This might sound crazy. I love fishing in Stardew Valley. Like there is something about that fishing mechanic that I absolutely adore, but I know that there are a lot of people that hate Stardew Valley fishing. But it's like, I love it. I love having to click frantically to catch a fish and like make sure the bar is like centered around the fish and whatnot. But I've seen so many clips on TikTok of people absolutely struggling to like fish in the game, and I'm like, low-key, I don't even think it's that hard, but I think that's just me. Like, I think I just fished so much in Stardew that I genuinely like remembered the fishing patterns that each fish had. Like, if I was fishing in the ocean and I got a specific fish pattern, I'd be like, "Oh, that's a halibut," or "Oh, that's a tuna," and I'd just be able to figure it out. And so that's how addicting I got to Stardew fishing. I also if you played Stardew, there is a JojaMart route, uh, where instead of like naturally getting all the expansions yourself with the community center, you can just pay for it at the JojaMart. I wanted the achievement because I want a 100% Stardew, and I ended up getting all of my money for the JojaMart stuff by fishing. Like I made a whole new farm just to specifically fish for the JojaMart stuff, and it took like 40 hours. I don't remember. It took a long time though, a little bit to like get all the money for that. But that's how addicted I was to Stardew fishing. I genuinely enjoy it. I'm trying to think of another fishing game that I really enjoyed. Oh, well, obviously besides for web fishing, because this is goated. This game right here, you see, this game right here, this is peak. This is peak fishing. um, you know what fishing game I couldn't get into? Which this might sound surprising. I couldn't get into the Roblox fish game that I know a lot of people have. I say a lot of people, but I mean I know there's a good community of people who have played this Roblox game. Uh, I tried it. It was just not. It's just not something about the mechanic of how to fish. I just didn't like it for some reason. Um, Not saying it's a bad game in general. It looked really well made, and I've seen clips of like what you can catch, but the actual like mechanic of having to click certain things, I was just like, not for me. Yeah, yeah, the fish game. I don't know how to pronounce it, but the one you spelled in chat, yes, that is the one that I am referring to. Um, I just couldn't really get into it for some reason. Um, and I tried it for like an hour, and then I just kind of like like left because I was like, this isn't really what I like enjoy. And that's like the one fishing game that I've played that I'm like, yeah, I can't really get into it. Uh, Surprisingly, I genuinely thought I was going to enjoy it because I this was like right when web fishing got released, and so I thought because I really liked web fishing that I would really like that Roblox game. No, no, didn't like it at all. Um, but yeah, I can't get into it either. Okay, I'm glad it's not just me. I really cannot explain what about the mechanic I just don't like about the Roblox fish game, but meh. Um, Besides for that, every other fishing mechanic that I've tried has been very, very fun, even though that's not. I even got into Genshin fishing. Somehow Genshin fishing was like actually fun. The only reason I um had to fish in Genshin is because I got the character Raiden Shogun, and the only good free to play weapon she had, um, you had to get it by fishing. And so for like the next week straight, I would just fish in Genshin Impact, and I enjoyed it to an extent. However, um, every time I would catch a fish, Paimon would say the exact same line every single time, and that made me so mad. But I love that Genshin has a fishing mechanic. Zenless, I'm interested to see what that mechanic will be like because I haven't played that event yet, so I don't know how you're gonna have to fish. Wait, Skyrim has fishing? Wait, I don't know why I would be surprised about Skyrim having fishing. I feel like Skyrim has like everything in that game. I've never. Wait, I haven't tried Skyrim fishing. Maybe I should get back into Skyrim. Just like a little bit, maybe. Also, this video lied to me. There is no occasional sounds in this video. It's been like completely silent for the past 20 minutes. SMH. Um, You just wait for a tug? Oh, that's so interesting. I don't know how I never figured that out about Skyrim. Then again, I didn't really get far in Skyrim when I first played the game. Um, I need to get more gilded worms. Hold on a moment. Um, where did I quit playing? I think it was like around that point where you start learning how to act, where you start learning how to Fushou Da. That's kind of when I stopped playing Skyrim. Um, I just got I just got the Dawnbreaker. What is that? Fun fact, I got Skyrim. The first time I tried playing Skyrim, I got so scared of Skyrim that I just didn't play it again for like 2 years. However, I'm able to play Skyrim now. So, oh, it's a sword. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Um, I think my first playthrough of Skyrim, I tried playing. I got really scared of the first dungeon because I didn't like how realistic everything looked. So the skeletons low key freaked me out. And then I think I got a horse, and then I don't remember what happened. I either found out that I shouldn't have gotten the horse, or my horse died. I don't remember. um, and so that was my playthrough of Skyrim so far. Don't have that many hours. Actually, let's check how many hours I have on Skyrim. I did really enjoy that game though. I have 20 hours on Skyrim. You know, I know that they have a VR version of Skyrim, which I think is insane. Um, and there is a genuine part of me that really, really wants to get Skyrim VR and test it out. Even though I haven't really played normal Skyrim that much. But I think the VR version would be sick. Got it forever ago, but got bored of it quick. Oh, now you're trying it for real? Hey, that's always fun. Uh, when you kind of get back into a game that you originally, yeah, fell off of and stuff. Low key me with Terraria right now. Been getting back into it and it's been a blast. But at some point, I do need to revisit Skyrim. Um, and like fully try to play through the game and beat it because, like, it seems like a really cool game. And I would love to complete it at some point. Genuinely, it seems dope. And also, I just want my own house or something, and like do all of that stuff. Playing it in survival mode right now. God, I I think in my playthrough of Skyrim, I chose the cat race, which I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head. However, I think it started with a K. Um, so yeah, I chose that race because I thought it would be fun to like sneaky around. Um, Yes, that. I don't know how to pronounce it, though I'm assuming it's Khajiit, something like that. Anyway, love that race. That was sick. And um, yeah, I will say from the 20 hours that I've played of Skyrim so far and what I experienced in Skyrim, it was a super fun game. I don't remember why I ended up not, or like why I stopped playing Skyrim because I genuinely was enjoying it. I think I just got to a part that I either couldn't do or I just had to like do a lot of research on something and then I just didn't don't ask me. I don't know what got me out of Skyrim. Something happened because I'm clearly not playing it anymore. um and so yeah, I'm not gonna lie though, Skyrim Loki is kind of like a horror game to me from how I wouldn't say the graphics are hyper realistic, but how like kind of semi-realistic the graphics are that sometimes the like monsters and stuff like genuinely freak me out like way too much. Um People don't like cats in that game, I guess. Yeah, and that's messed up. Um and so yeah, like in the first dungeon of Skyrim from what I remember, you had to like steal that golden claw and as you like went through the dungeon, skeletons would like show up out of nowhere and stuff and like that like legitimately scared me. Like it took me so long to like try and do that dungeon from how terrified I was. Also, I'm pretty sure in my first playthrough, I got all the way to the end of the dungeon and I beat the boss that dropped the golden claw. However, I didn't pick it up. And so I walked all the way to that one room where you needed to use the golden claw to unlock it, only to find that I didn't have the golden claw, and then it took me like 30 minutes for me to try and figure out where it was, only to realize I just didn't loot it from the enemy that dropped it. Anyway, that was a big headache, and it was just because I was stupid. So, don't don't do that. And I don't think I've made a mistake like that since I played Skyrim. Then again, when was the last time I played it? Let's go check. September 12th, 2024 was the last time I played Skyrim. Still don't know what made me not play it. I might have just picked up a different game. Because a lot of the times when I get into a game, the only thing that will make me play something else is if I get addicted to a different game. Um, so I don't know if that ended up being it, but um, it was cool. Also, I wanted to. My hope is that if I beat Skyrim, that I could do like modded Skyrim because that seemed cool. I'm trying to think. Is there any other games that are like Skyrim that I've played before? Honestly, I don't play a lot of those types of games like Skyrim and stuff. They, I don't know what it is on how to describe why I don't play those types of games. It just simply isn't my vibe most of the time, I guess. Um, I also just had to learn a lot about Skyrim, which was a little bit like a little hard to learn because I felt like there was a lot to understand about Skyrim, and I felt like I had to pay attention to the dialogue very, very carefully, or else I wasn't gonna understand what was happening. um, let's see. Yeah, that's kind of it. And then oh, I really want to get a new VR system so I can play Beat Saber again, cause I love Beat Saber. I have like a really old VR headset that still like works and stuff. Um but I low key want the Meta Quest 2 or 3 so I don't have to like care about the wires anymore. But dude, Beat Saber is sick. I used to be obsessed with that game. Well, I still I'm not gonna lie, I think I would still be obsessed with Beat Saber if I had my whole VR setup set up. Um in case you're wondering, I have 44 hours on Beat Saber, and that's 44 hours of just swinging my arms around and playing maps. um, and that game was super fun. My biggest flex was learning how to play Rap God, um, because back when Beat Saber was first released and people started making maps, like, oh my god, you know, I, no, I'm just not gonna say anything. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about the noise. We're moving on. Um, but my biggest flex when I played Beat Saber, um, was back when it got first released and like people were still making a lot of maps for it. I learned how to play Rap God and Through Fire and Flames, and those were like at the time the two hardest maps on Beat Saber. And I think if I were to replay Beat Saber now, I would be able to play through Rap God. Um, Maybe. Rap God is always a 50-50 whether or not I'll finish it, because it gets to that really like quick rap section, and that is like literally a hit or miss whether or not I'm gonna get it or not. And then Through Fire and Flames was crazy. Um, but yeah, that game was so much fun, and it was just like I had a blast, like trying to sight read all of the pieces every time I played like a new song. Um, One of my favorite songs to play, though it kind of sucked, was the Celeste theme, because that theme is 10 minutes long. So that means I would just play this one song all the way through, and it would take me 10 minutes. And it's kind of like an endurance trainer at that point to see if I can really just keep playing Beat Saber for like so long. And so sometimes at the very end of like my Beat Saber sessions, when I'm like my arms are like really tired, I'm like, you know what? Let's play the 10-minute song, and then I'm just like suffering even more because my arms already hurt, and then I'm just playing the song. uh, it's so he's so silly. And so yeah, I really really enjoyed Beat Saber, and there isn't really another VR game that I played um besides for Beat Saber. I'm trying to think. I played a game called Gorn where you like just fight people. Um that was super fun. What? I think I had like a third VR game, but I don't remember what it was called off the top of my head. Yeah, Gorn was a fun one. I enjoyed that game a lot. Especially when I got really mad and I didn't know what to do, so I just load up Gorn and then just beat up people. It was, I'm not gonna lie, it was, yeah, it was cool. It was fun choosing different weapons and getting to beat up people and like throwing them around like I'm strong in real life or something. Oh, you played a fishing game in VR. That was pretty chill. Oh, was it like? Wait, what's it called? Hold up. I want to try VR fishing. What the heck? What? Surprisingly, hold on. Surprisingly, I've never gotten into VR chat, and that's mostly because I'm terrified of the VR chat like player base. I think I've heard too many like weird stories about VR chat that I've just never wanted to play. Like, okay, I do want to try VR chat at some point, but there is a big part of me that's like, I'm terrified. um, oh, it was free in the Oculus store. Okay, okay, good to know. But yeah, VR chat. I'm like, there's a part of me that like genuinely thinks I could meet really cool people on that, but at the same time it's like I could meet really really bad people on VR chat. Yeah, people can be strange. I think I saw like a whole clip of VR chat of like these people being a public lobby and then these two other people are just like having e-sex and it's like, bro, just go into like a private lobby for that. If y'all are gonna be freaks like that, I think that's where all of the horror stories come from, are from like the people in VR chat that participate in the e-sex and whatever, and it's like, I don't need that. I'm fine actually. That's cool. um I guess in a way it's kind of like web fishing where it's like there are the really weird freaky lobbies, but then like most of the lobbies are really really chill, and so I just need to join the fun chill VR chat lobbies. Um Anyway, who knows if I'll ever get into VR chat. I think if I ever did get into it, I would have to convince one of my other friends to like be with me the first time. um, and stuff. Also, I could tell you right now that I would get so into trying to find an avatar for me, or I'd get really into making myself an avatar. That I would never actually get into VR chat because I would want a really specific avatar. Um, VR chat has a fishing world called A Simple Fishing World. Wow. You know, I might have to try that at some point. I'll put that on my list of things to try, which is VR fishing, because that seems dope. Um, Even though I could just, I guess, I could go fishing in real life, but like VR chat, I don't have to leave my house. um, and so yeah, I feel like there could be some really cool games and stuff in VR chat as well, which is kind of why I want to check it out. I'm still trying to think if there's like another VR game that I just can't think of. Oh, I um well, I just looked up VR and I saw that I had this game. I have Super Hot for VR, and I played that for like an hour, and that was low key really really fun. Also, the game Super Hot in general was really really fun. Um, it's full of furries though, just like web fishing. Okay, base as hell. Love that. Man, maybe I should just check out that fishing game in VR chat then. If that's where all the furries are, you know? um, oh, it's called Bait. Okay, sweet. I'll look into that VR game. Then see what's up with that. That's dope. Um, but yeah, no, Super Hot was really fun. I think I've played it like normally without not being in VR. I think I've played that. I don't really know the story to it, but I know that I played it at one point. And then the VR version was cool because it felt like I was in the Matrix and like getting to dodge bullets and doing like crazy back bends and like, you know, feeling like that cinematic movie uh fighting style and stuff. Like that was sick. Um, do 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 do. Oh, and I have the FNAF VR game. I have that one, and that one surprisingly, certain levels in the FNAF VR game freak me out. Um, let's see, what else do I have? Oh, I didn't. Okay, I have like other games that like can be ported into VR, but I've never actually played them in VR. Like Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Uh I think that has a VR version, but I've never played it in VR. Um, oh hell no, I would not, dude. No, so like the FNAF VR game, like when you play the normal like FNAF game itself, like where you're the security guard, like that's kind of fun and it's okay. But there's like that one mini game where you're supposed to fix the animatronics, and dude, that was so scary because Freddy Fazbear is like 8 feet tall, and I'm like, when I was like playing it in VR, like he was just so tall, and I was like, nah, bro, nah, 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 nah. I definitely could not do VR for now. Yeah, no, I had to like convince myself to try it. And I mean, I was playing it with my friends, so they got a shot at it too. But like, Subnautica VR, dog, I can't even handle Subnautica. Period. I haven't even played it, and I don't want to because I'm like kind of scared of the ocean, but like kind of not. But also, it's Subnautica. Um. Oh, and then in the FNAF VR game, there's a vent minigame where you're like in the air ducts or like the air vents of the pizzeria and you like need to fix the vents or something, and I actually felt so claustrophobic because it's literally like a really small vent that like you're squeezed into, and then Mangled is just like around and like scurrying around you or whatever. Anyway, I didn't get through that minigame. I didn't get that far because I got so claustrophobic I had to quit playing it because it was so terrible. um and that's like mostly what I remember about FNAF VR. I was just terrified of how tall the animatronics were, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is terrifying!" Like, maybe I'll revisit FNAF VR at some point in the future, but like, God, I'm not. Nope, not now or ever. And Subnautica, like, I don't think I would ever play Subnautica. I watched my roommate play it a little, but he was in like the uh starting phase of Subnautica, so he wasn't super far into it. Whereas I don't know when Subnautica gets scary, or if the game is just naturally scary because you have to explore the ocean. But yeah, I don't think I could get into Subnautica. That is like a little too much for me personally. I don't play a lot of horror games. Um, I kind of played FNAF because I got desensitized to most of the FNAF jump scares to an extent. Do I have any horror games? What horror games do I have? I don't know if this would really count as a horror game, but I have like The Walking Dead by Telltale Games, where you like choose your own adventure and stuff. Um, that one, I need to play that game, but I'm like low key scared of zombies, so that doesn't really help. Uh, clarification, I'm scared of zombies when they look actually realistic, not video game zombies to an extent. Um, besides for that, oh my god. Sorry, I just remembered that they're making an Okami too because I'm looking through my Steam list and I have Okami on Steam and I just remembered they're making a second game. Holy moly, I'm gonna have to revisit Okami at some point. I don't know if any of you guys have played this game back when it was on the DS. I think, oh my god, this game was freaking peak, guys. Holy, love this freaking game. Holy balls. Okay, have I tried Project Zomboid? No. One of my friends plays it though, and it looks very interesting. It looks like one of those games that I would want to try, but then having to learn everything about the game and the game mechanics that I would not keep playing the game because it seems like you need to know a lot, but maybe you don't. But no, I have not tried it. I'm literally like going through my whole Steam list trying to see if I have any other horror games. I guess a close, vague-ish horror game was The Forest, where it's like that survival game multiplayer where you like live in a forest or whatever. I didn't get that far though with me and my friends. We just didn't. We didn't like that game, low key. LOL. So we stopped playing it. I guess if you count Phasmophobia as a horror game, I that was like the only one that I liked because I got desensitized to the ghosts. That game was fun. Um, Project Zomboid, you sort of pick and choose what you want to do. Oh, maybe the next time I call with my friend who plays that game, I will ask them to explain it to me, and maybe I'll see if I'll end up enjoying it. Um, because it seems really cool. I like the art style for it and kind of how it's like a 2.5D game. I don't really know how to explain the art style, but you know what I'm talking about. um, yeah, no, I don't play a lot of horror games, to be honest. I have so many games in my Steam library. Holy moly. And half of them I like don't even play anymore. They all have like 10 hours on them. Hold fast. Yeah, no, alright. Yeah, I don't. I think I more so watch people play horror games than me playing them myself. Like Poppy Playtime, I've watched Jacksepticeye play through it, but honest to God, I don't think I could play it myself. I actually think I would get scared if I played Poppy Playtime by myself. Even though I know all of the jump scares and what happens in the game, I swear it would freak me out even more. um, Though I should probably try playing it at some point. I do, guys, I do really, really like Poppy Playtime, I won't lie. Like, I genuinely enjoy the lore to it, and I want the last chapter to come out so I know how everything comes together. Like, it's so freaking cool, I must say. Won't lie. You know what? October, hopefully at that time, if I can convince myself, maybe I should just play a lot of horror games in October and just desensitize myself to horror games so I can finally play them for once. Because I think I just need to get over the initial, like, ooh woo, I'm scared. and then I'll just feel better and I'm like, alright, horror games can't get to me. As long as they're not like I don't know. I don't even know where I was gonna go with that. Um but that's okay. That's just how that works. I don't know why. Okay, this isn't like a horror game at all, but this was just like a moment that freaked me out. But I was playing a modded Minecraft, right? And I don't remember what the modded Minecraft was. I think it was just like Better Vanilla Plus or something, where they just added like a lot of cool like quality of life mods and making Minecraft more expansive and stuff that you can find throughout the world and different structures, right? Anyway, I remember I was caving in the modded Minecraft and I was having a really good time and I was just looking around, like doing my thing, placing down torches, and out of nowhere, something attacks me, and I like look around. It's a giant freaking centipede. Two giant centipedes that came out of nowhere and started attacking me, and I like freaked out because I was not expecting giant centipedes to be in this Minecraft mod pack, and the fact that they just ran up on me and it scared the hell out of me. And I think I still have the clip somewhere of me like freaking out and like just being like ew, ew, because like the centipedes have all their little legs and it's like ugh. Anyway, that was just I just got reminded of that with all the horror things. Wait, what's Dead Space? I'm not I okay, I feel like I've heard of Dead Space, but I don't, nothing is ringing a bell. Anyway, yeah, no, I also lost my mind. That is, I literally like hated that. I'm not gonna lie, I I hated the centipede thing so much that I stopped playing that mod pack and I haven't looked back since, even though I had such a good idea of like what I wanted to build in that game, but the centipedes freaked me out way too much that I'm like traumatized and I can't convince myself to go caving anymore because I'm so scared of the centipedes. Uh Here, let me go look up Dead Space because I feel like I've heard of this game. Okay, well, the answer is that I have heard of this game, but I don't know anything about it. Are you in space and is the space dead? Oh, they're like weird aliens. Nah, bruh. Nah, 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 nah. Get me out of here. Nuh-uh. I'm not looking at that no more. Nope. I see I see scary alien thingy. Nope. The Dead Space edits on TikTok are heat. Okay, Slay. I'm surprised that I haven't gotten any. I've been getting a lot of TikTok edits of well, like a lot of things, I guess. However, not Deep Space. I keep getting TikTok. Oh my god, have you guys oh, they're zombie sort of. Okay, I'm never playing Deep Space basically. Oh, hell nah. Nah, 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 dog. I'm looking through the like the pictures and I'm looking at these enemies. No. No. I mean, I'll watch someone play it, but I ain't. No, I ain't playing this myself. Nuh-uh. Oh, but I was gonna bring up. I don't know if you've been getting a lot of TikTok edits about like Baby No Money, and like of all of his songs and stuff, and how he's going to cosplay as Hatsune Miku and whatnot. But I keep getting a lot of BB No Money edits, and Loki, I really like the guy. He seems chill. I like him. I like his chill, funny personality. Um, and I've just been getting a lot of those edits. And like Genshin, obviously, is almost on zero. Because, like, yeah. They are zombies, sorta scary AF. They randomly pop out of the walls? No, bro. That's like my worst. Well, I wouldn't say that's my worst nightmare. That's not actually my worst nightmare. That's horrible. that's that's terrible. Well, thanks for telling me about a game that I will never play ever, and a game that I should completely avoid with all of my being forever. I'm never going to avoid this game forever. Don't know if I would like be surprised if there's something in the game that could convince me to ever play it. If if you told me that there were lesbians in Dead Space, then maybe I'd consider. That's like, if not, then I don't care. But man, if you told me that lesbians are in the game, like, God, I will play that game. I will do it for the lesbians. Nothing else. Well, kinda. What an interesting answer. Well, kinda. Man, I'm a little sad that I haven't gotten the alpha creature yet, but that's okay. Oh, we'll just have to do another void broadcast again at some point. Alright. This will be the last fish, and now we're gonna move on, cause I didn't realize that it's about to be like 2 hours. Jeez. These broadcasts keep going on for so long. Which is a good thing, cause I'm having fun chatting with y'all. But the time just goes by so quickly that it surprises me every time. Um, alright, let's go over and sell our fish and do our gambling thing because, gambling. I love gambling. Yeah, around, currently, around the 2 hour mark is where I start kind of getting, like, actually a little tired of, like, commentating and I can feel myself, like, slowly burning out. Um, but it's nice that my endurance for streaming has increased because before it was at like 1 hour and now we're at two. And so maybe at some point we'll get to three. Or that just happens if I stream on Twitch. Because, oh, I was talking about this before, but I've been getting into the game Terraria, and there is a small chance if I continue enjoying Terraria that I might stream on Twitch, and, like, if I did that, those streams would be so freaking long, because, like, I'm playing Terraria. That game is so much fun for me right now. Anyway, it's time to gamble. I thought we should do something different, as in sitting on a bench for once to gamble, because all the other times I've always been standing. So, all right, the goal for gambling, as it always is to at least win one scratch off. That is the only goal. The optional goal after that is making our money back, and that's it. I just want to win once, you know? Um, oh, okay. Hold on. I will answer the questions after we gamble, and then we'll get back to it. So let me gamble first, and then I'll get back to y'all. So for the first scratch off, we have 41, 18, 0, 1, and 31. All I want is one win. Can I please win like $50 maybe? I'm so fine. Oh my. Yo, that is not $50. That is. I can't do math. In one scratch off, I made $850. Alright, we got our one goal out of the way. So, maybe if I can win more scratch offs, we can get the optional goal of breaking even or making more money back. Okay, guys, I don't want to like get our hopes up. So don't expect anything out of the next four, okay? All right. Um for the second one, we have 6, 35, 45, 43, and 0. I basically just need to win like $900 and we'll break even. Cuz I spent 1,000. Okay, I'll take another 100. So, we've made 950 so far and I think I spent $1,750. So, I just need to make 800 left. This is crazy. Hold on, okay? Third scratch off, 15, 10, 39, 5, and 20. Let's see, will I win more? How much more will I win? Who knows? Guys, hold on. What is happening right now? Wait. What? Hold on, I need to whip out the calculator. This is like, we're getting into too much math that I'm like, I don't know how much. What? Wait, this is crazy. I won. How did I? No, literally lucky day for real. This is crazy. Okay, from this, I've won 1,550, or total, because I think from this card, I've won 600. So we just need to win $200 and I'll break even. Wait, this is crazy, okay? Fourth scratch off? 44, 2, 8, 17, and 14. Okay, guys, again, don't get your hopes up, because, like, this could just change up real quick. Uh, and, but I'm hoping. Anything? Wow, our first loss. Okay, last scratch off. Right? Yes, last scratch off. All I need to win is $200 and we'll at least break even. Will we get it? Let's see. 44, 26, 27, 35, and 11. All I need to win is $200. Will the game allow me the 200 that I need to at least break even? Let's see the last row. What am I going to get? Nothing. Nothing. Because why would this game give me what I want? Why would it do that to me? But hey, I will take the $1,550 that I won and the three scratch offs that I won in a row somehow. That was crazy. Guys, I feel like I used up all of my like web fishing luck in those three pulls. What if I never get a good pull like that ever again? Oh my god. Anyway, now that we're finished gambling, let me answer your questions, and let's slowly wrap everything up. But yeah, let's hope I still have my luck for next Tuesday. But um, what boss am I on? Okay, so I'm in the world that I'm playing. It's still pre-hard mode, but I've beaten every boss so far, besides for obviously Wall of Flesh. I don't I don't think I've fought Queen Bee in the world, and I also haven't fought Deer Clops, and I didn't even know that was a boss until I was looking up Terraria bosses. Um, but overall, in Terraria, I've gotten to the mechanical bosses, and that's it. Because I stopped playing Terraria when Wall of Flesh was the final boss. I have never beaten Moonlord. I've never really gotten that far into hard mode. I've only gotten to the mechanical bosses, and then I kind of quit around there. So that's how far I am in Terraria as of right now. I've just been doing a lot of prep work to get into the Wall of Flesh, um, and stuff like that, because I plan on playing this world for a really long time. So I like want. I've been digging tunnels to like make it so certain biomes don't spread. Anyway, I genuinely I feel like Terraria content is kind of fun to watch if you don't know what's happening because there's so much happening that is kind of fun. If you do beat the game and still love it, oh, I don't know, I should have waited. I don't try the clan. Yes, I have. No, this is low key. That is kind of the reason why I want to beat Terraria is to get into the Calamity mod. I've been watching a lot of I've been watching a lot of Terraria YouTubers, and a lot of them have been playing the Calamity mod. It looks so much fun. Though it is, again, I'm like, I need to beat base Terraria first, because I I don't even know how hard mode goes. All I know is that I need to beat the mechanical bosses and then do all of this stuff and then gear up for the craziest fight of my life after beating four different pillars, and then I get to fight Moonlord or whatever. Um, but yeah, Calamity seems really hard. With like all, I'm assuming it adds like harder bosses and more like unlocks and stuff, and whatnot. And so I'm very excited. So I definitely want to try the Calamity mod at some point. And so yeah, that's the hope is to play Terraria. If I ever decide to stream Terraria, I'll probably make an announcement. All you need to know is that if I ever plan on streaming a game, it will probably be over on Twitch because YouTube live stream is specifically for the evening reel. So if I ever stream, it would probably be on Twitch, for like games and stuff. Um, you're gonna love fighting Duke Fishrod. Oh God, isn't he like a giant shark or something that you summon in the ocean? God, I'm like the Terraria bosses freak me out, but in like a I want to fight them to figure out the fighting patterns, but like yeah, like it's so like oh my god. The bosses in Terraria like are actually. Oh, I haven't beaten Brain of Cthulhu Brain of Cthulhu. How did I mispronounce that? Okay, funny enough, the Torch God, I have the achievement for beating and surviving the Torch God, but I have no recollection when that ever happened. I don't even know how, but I have the achievement, but I don't know how that happened, like genuinely. Um, and so yeah, I will say so in Terraria. Just to explain this for people that don't play it, there's like there's two different biomes that you can choose between called the Corruption and the Crimson, and the Crimson biome in Terraria literally freaks me out. I always choose Corruption when I make Terraria worlds because I cannot play Crimson. Um, I hate it. I hate it so much. Um, and it was like I don't ever play on Crimson, even though I know I think after when you unlock hard mode, it'll spawn a strip of Crimson in your world. Anyway, it's so scary to me. Um, but yeah, assuming that I this isn't like a one of those 2 week Terraria phase and I keep playing the game, then maybe I'll stream it if I'm really that dedicated. But I've been getting into building, so I'm kind of dedicated to Terraria. But I will say that'll wrap this broadcast up. As much as I want to keep talking about Terraria, we're gonna be here for like 2 more hours because I could go on and on about it. But I will be here next Tuesday. I hope you guys had a good time and take care of yourselves and drink water, eat food, all of that jazz. And yeah. Same time, same place, Tuesday, 6 p.m. I'll be here next Tuesday. And have a good one. Thank you all so much for being here and tuning in. I very much appreciate it. And have a good rest of your night. I will see you guys later. Bye, guys.